Welcome to the ride. Since you like to talk so much, I'm taking you down to our language floor, where I don't advise phoning in your performance. Now, how many of you are there? Well, just the one. That's fine. Are you a first-time rider? Oh, goody. I've always enjoyed playing with virgins, and will be sure to make your first time easier with some extra instructions during the game. How many languages do you speak fluently? Thanks a lot. The key you will be buzzing in on is the letter B. B as in Brannigan, Laura. These little elevator jumps always end too soon. Oh well, see you at the bottom.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide. You Don't Know Jack is brought to you by Ye Old Booze Shoppy, slurring your speech since 1777. And now, here's your host, Buzz.
Hey, how you doing? Welcome to You Don't Know Jack the Ride. My name's Buzz, and I'm going to be your guide on your trip down. What's at the bottom, you say? Well, let's just say it's a surprise.
Surprise!
Buzz?
Helen, what's the deal? What the hell is Buzz doing here?
Wait a second. Stand by, please. Cookie?
Helen, the trapdoor in the booth is open.
Cookie, what did you do?
What? I didn't do anything.
Jesus, Cookie, that trapdoor goes to the bottom.
The bottom?
Yes, the bottom.
Wow, that's kind of scary.
Buzz was supposed to be there, Cookie. There's been a change in the lineup. You're not going on again until after Buzz, Schmitty, and Guy.
Oh, come on. I'm into my second episode here. Now you're sending me all the way down to the 350th floor or something?
Cookie, get out of the booth. Ray, could you get Guy up here to host, please?
You know something? Guy's down on the Hollywood floor harassing Keanu Reeves. I don't think you're going to find him in time.
Fine, Cookie. Fine. You can keep going. Happy now?
I'm just here to do my job, Helen.
Let's just get on with it already.
Hey, I'm all about you.
And now, here's the host, delicious as his name, Cookie.
Hey, welcome to the game. I hope all that time spent on the phone refined your language skills, because you're going to have to talk yourself out of this one. All right, get ready to ride. And hey, watch your language. All right, bang your buzzer. Hey, can't be too disappointed with that. Here's your category. Gossip, the international language. Gossip. You know, in my experience, if there's one thing that loosens lips, it's alcohol. And, it looks like Ye Old Booze Shop left some samples here. What to do? Probably not a good idea for me to toss back a few brewskis during this game, but hey, they're free and I'm thirsty. You don't mind, right? Oh, what the heck. All right, let's get going. If your clique started speaking one of the clique languages, where would be the most appropriate place for you and your friends to hang out and gossip? Well, look at you. The clique languages are African languages, but I don't know how many malls you and your punk-ass friends will find over there to inhabit. All right, buzz in for the cat. We're calling this one, We Will Bury You with a Foreign Tongue. Okay, you ready for this question? $39.97 is on the table. Here it is. Suppose English language episodes of Kukla, Fran, and Ollie were to be broadcast in Russia. If heard by Russians who didn't speak English, what would the title sound like? Doll, blah, 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 blah? Mother? Well, this is going to be a buzzkill. In case you're wondering, Kukla is Russian for doll. And I'm guessing Russian viewers of Kukla, Fran, and Ollie will be thrilled. These are probably the best special effects they've ever seen. Okay, hit your buzzer and try. Your category is Watch Your Language. Okay, get ready to buzz in and type out your answer on this one. If you had to type the subject of this question, what word would you type? Go for it. Type it. It's all about you. It's always been about you. You can be so selfish sometimes. Hey, I'm just kidding with you. Come on. You know, you need to loosen up. Have a drink or something.
The makers of You Don't Know Jack do not condone peer pressure.
All right, it's time. Are you sitting down? Well, of course you are. You're at a computer. At any rate... Oh, get out of here! It's time for a Dis or Dat question. The category for this Dis or Dat is... a picture's worth 1,000 ones and zeros. Okay, I'm going to show you 7 words, and for each one I want you to tell me if it's a computer language or a spoken language. If computers speak it, press 1. If people speak it, press 2. If you're kind of clueless, hit 4. You're going to get some money for each right answer, and you lose cash for a wrong answer or any you don't get to. Okay, you have 30 seconds to get all of them, and keep an eye on the wire. When it fills up, you're done. Let's do it. Basic computers. Arabic. Sanskrit. COBOL. Algol. Mandarin. Fortran. Oh yes, you rock. Check it out. All right, there it is. Let's keep moving. Okay, give it up for a royal pain in the patoot. Let's get going. In what activity would the Queen's English do her the most good? Doing shots, shooting pool, playing cards, or chewing tobacco? Is that an 8-ball in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? English is a term used in pool or billiards to describe the spin a player puts on a ball when his or her highness hits it off center. Speaking of spinning, what's up with the room right now? Hey, buzz into selective... Well, it's a start. Anyway, the things that come out of your mouth. You ready? Let's go. Suppose you want to use an idiom, but instead you end up spouting an ilium. What's come flying out of your mouth? An Eskimo dwell. The ilium is part of your small intestine, and I'll tell you, spitting it out makes for a really sparkling dinner conversation.
So then I says to him, I says...
Now select the highest value and... Here's your category. Do you have Marv Albert in a can? Ugh, I can't get the image of that guy hacking up part of his small intestine out of my mind. Anyway, see if you can complete this analogy. Analogy. Yeah, there you go. Marv Albert is to...
Yes!
As Fat Albert... Nice. Marv Albert says...
Yes!
Fat Albert, no relation, says...
Hey, hey, hey!
Hit your buzzer to... Excuse me, I think you just stepped in roadkill. Okay, let me explain how this game works. I'm going to show you various pairs of things that are somehow related. And you're going to get a bunch of items that may or may not connect the pair. Buzz in if you think an item correctly joins the pair. I'll give you $1,000 if you're correct, but do choose wisely. You're going to lose $1,000 every time you're wrong. And at the end, there's going to be a bonus question worth some bonus cash. Pay attention to all the correct answers, and you might have a shot at the bonus. Is that clear? Good. Let's hit it. Blank radio and parental sex speech equals the blank. What unites these two?
Score!
Pufferfish equals blank fish, and charms blank pop. Take the bait and small snack. Family affair butler and Plank's mustard. Chunk of salt for animals and Tootsie Pop test. flank Baca, and flank the Fat.
Score!
They rock and roll all night in light touch.
Score!
All right, let's go for the bonus. What do all the correct answers have in common? Are they all foreign idioms? Sounds coming from the bathroom. Foul language. What you do with your... Oh yeah, put it in the bank. They're all things you do with your mouth, like drink. So here's to you. That's what your current score looks like. Let's keep going. Okay, select the value of the... Well, there you go. Here's your category. Speak slowly. They're not from around here. Yeah, slow it down a little. I'm just, you know, I just need you to slow it down. Imagine a scene from Star Trek in which the crew's universal translator breaks down. Which of these actual languages would allow them to talk to any aliens they meet? Majel? Continuum. What? Continue. What the hell language is that? You know, here's what it sounds like. Continuum. You should have picked this. Linkos is it's a language that was created in the 1960s that supposedly allows us to communicate with any being anywhere in the universe. So when they make jokes about toilet paper and Klingons, everyone will get it. Toilet paper, Klingons. Oh, it's so good. Coming up, you speak with a forked hand. You know, I consider myself a pretty lucky guy. I mean, I've got this job hosting a game show and stuff, and you know, though, the one thing that didn't work out was when I asked Wheel of Fortune to lend me Vanna White for a show, and they got all like, well, anyway. Say a contestant on a Wheel of Fortune crosses her fingers for good luck. What might viewers familiar with dactylology think she's saying? I wish Vanna success. No kidding, I have to pee. We gotta like totally go fast through the rest of this game. Oh, look what I have here. The correct answer. In dactylology or finger spelling, you make an R by crossing your first two fingers. And if she has her middle fingers extended toward Pat, well, we can all guess she won't be returning for tomorrow's show. Okay, Buzz. This one's called Guitar Rock of Ages. Yeah, man, all right, rock and roll, woo! Okay, if all the music on classic rock stations had to be, it has to be, it doesn't have any, not Bateau, BTO. If BTO did that, you could always get Spock and his universal translator to like tell you what they're saying. Watch and learn.
All right, class, translate the following. Hey, hey, mama said the way you move, gonna make you sweat, gonna make you groove.
Latin and Greek are known as the classical languages. Rock! All right, buzz in for the cat. The category is... Dry heaves sound worse than nails on a chalkboard. Yeah, dry heaves. Oh, God. Okay, let's just get through this question. Everything's cool. Everything's cool. Which of these slang terms for onomatopoeia is a word that imitates or it sounds like the object or the action or whatever. Oh, I tried to hold it back. Okay, let me tell you something. Upchuck is definitely not the sound that happens when you throw up. When did I eat corn?
The makers of You Don't Know Jack would like to remind you that excessive drinking on the job can only lead to emotional torment and physical pain.
All right, it's time to... Welcome to the Jack Attack. I'm gonna be throwing a bunch of words up on the screen. Buzz in when you see two items on the screen that match. Each time you're right, you make money. Each time you're wrong, you lose it. Now here's the thing. Not any two items that go together are necessarily a match. Remember the clue. It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Time for your sentencing. Remember, the match has to follow the clue. Good luck. Let's see that final score! That's the story!
This week on the James Brown Celebrity Scrabble Tournament, the Godfather of Soul takes on former child star Rusty O'Dean.
What? 57 points. H-W-U-N-A-W-U-H?
What? That's not a word.
In a minute. Jump back.
Come on, this isn't fair.
I did what fair.
Tuesday after Hallie McNeil.
Is your home in desperate need of appliances? Then come on down to Crazy Leo's House of Used Appliances.
Time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide. This episode of You Don't Know Jack the Ride is sponsored by Lactose John's Ladies of the Evening. Come meet our girls. And now here's your host, the one, the only, Cookie.
It's a pleasure to see you. You know, I think we're gonna have a good game here. It's gonna be just like butter. Well, I hope you took your Lactaid. We're taking a ride on the Milky Way. All right, babe. Okay, give it up for... Dairy, I need your hugging. What do we got here? 3,200 and change? All right, let's do it. If you wanted to use real butter to butter up your lover, which of the following should you say? Your eyes are blue as the Land O'Lakes. You're the best ever, I promise. You're stacked like a country crock. I can't believe it's not butter. Please tell me you picked this one just to see what I'd say. You're gonna be sleeping in the Land O'Couches. Land O'Lakes is the only one of these brands that sells real honest-to-goodness butter, and it looks like you'll be keeping yours on ice. Hey, your category is Dairy Fresh Rock and Roll. Here we go. What dairy treat might you expect to be served in a white room with black curtains near the station? Ice milk, cream, yogurt, or custard? White Room is a hit by Eric Clapton's old band, Cream. I tell you, this guy Clapton is in a whole dairy aisle by himself. Okay, select the value of the... Okie doke, let's check out the category. Are Cracker Jacks kosher? You know how sportscaster Harry Carey always shouted, "Holy cow!" Well, if Harry Carey said holy cow because he believed cows to be sacred, what religion? Feels good, don't it? Cows are considered sacred by Hindus, especially when they hit home runs.
Holy cow! Holy cow!
Now, so here's your category. No thanks, I'll just spread some vomit on a cracker. Here's the question. Suppose a group of dairy farmers are having their company photo taken. Instead of, "Say cheese," what should the photographer say to get them to smile? Say pasteurized blocks of yeast. Say pressed matured milk curd. Say non-lactose oxygenation process. Or say hormone-altering cow injections.
Pressed matured milk curd.
But if you really want these farmers to smile, just put a teat in each of their hands.
Hey! What are you doing? Get your hands off that holy teeth! Holy cow!
Okay, hit your... We're calling this one. I'll whip your cream and beat your eggs, too. Hey, you were a kid once, right? Well, you've surely heard the phrase, "last one in's a rotten egg." Well, if the last major fighting nation to enter into World War... We stink. We didn't join the war until 1941. That's why we're known as the land of milk and nanny boo-boo. It's your butt. The category is... I get soggy in milk. Hey, you know how nations are always boycotting the Olympics for one reason or another? Well, say the Olympic Village serves cold cereal for breakfast because its athletes are more likely to be lactose intolerant. No, the United States would probably be barred from breakfast. Something about the Americans smelling like rotten eggs and ruining everyone's appetites. The correct answer is... Asians are more likely than any other ethnic group to be lactose intolerant. But given the choice between soy milk and sushi on my Wheaties, I'll take the fish. Hit your buzzer to choose. It's dead, it's disgusting, it's roadkill. Alrighty, remember to buzz in on the item that correctly unites the pair on the screen. And don't forget, figure out the final bonus question, and I'll give you some extra cash. Are you ready to go a little bit crazy? Me too. Let's do it. Formal dance party and zany redhead Lucille. What's the common link between these two?
Score!
The cards are dealt, and applause.
Score!
Female elephant and click in your hair. Gravy holder and show blank.
Score!
Fish covering and series of musical notes. Hockey trick and symbol high blank. Deals with the fly in your soup and dump blank. Okay, it's bonus time. What do all the correct answers have in common? Are they all... Then you tap! That's it, count it. Here's a tip for you. don't get all hopped up on Twinkies, okay? You'll thank me later. All right, there it is. Let's keep moving. Hey, okay, give it up for... Little Jack Horner got a better meal. Hey, remember that old nursery rhyme went something like this? Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet eating her curds and whey. So tell me, what the hell is whey? The liquid part of coagulated milk, mold scraped off it. You should really get that looked at. All right, let's take a look at the right answer. Whey is the watery part that separates from the solid milk curds when making cheese. I like mine in a rocks glass with vodka. Okay, buzzing up. May I say zoinks? Here's the category. Mount Olympus could have used a Starbucks. Okay, play ball. So tell me, which of these is not a half and half? A centaur, a harpy, a cyclops, or the minotaur? I think I'll be taking my coffee black from now on. A cyclops is just a big old guy with one eye in the middle of his forehead. All right. Oh, nice picking. Well, I for one am very excited. We have a dis or dat question. And this dis or dat question's category is, with a little effort, you can show up at the same time. Okay, listen up, because I'm going to read off 7 words, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's a word that begins with chicken or a word that begins with egg. For each right answer, you get some cash, and you're going to lose some for each one you get wrong or that you don't get to. Okay, you got 30 seconds to nail all 7. And here we go. Wire, chicken or egg? Pad. Peter. Liver. Box. Roll. Feed. What can I say? 7 out of 7. I got nothing to criticize here. That's what your current score looks like. Let's keep going. All right, buzzing. I have nothing to say about that. Here's your category. Crying over spilled milk. Hey, remember that 70s court case in San Francisco where the murderer got a reduced sentence for saying he was hopped up on junk food when he did the crime? Well, considering the famous defense used in the case, who would have been the most appropriate defense lawyer for the murderer of politician Harvey Milk? Twinkie the Kid, Susie Q, King Ding Dong, or Little Debbie?
Miss Q, how does your client plead?
I have a creamy filling.
Well, what do we have here? Twinkie the Kid? Well, yeah, I guess it was known as the Twinkie defense. Maybe he can lasso as a judge who knows a just ruling from his, snowballs. All right, bang your... This one's called... This used to be Sean Penn's playground. And right this way, please. Say Madonna used a hand pump to get her breast milk flowing before feeding her baby. Which of her songs would best describe this process? Open your... No, but that whole I am the lock and you are the key thing is a pretty good description of how she got pregnant in the first place. Here's the one you wanted. Mothers can express breast milk by using a hand pump. But how she got milk out of them cone-shaped boobs, I'll never know. Well, it's highly unlikely I will. Hit your buzzer to select the value. Smell that derriere. Oh, sorry. Here's your clue. Old MacDonald had a farm. Yeah, so we've heard. Quit bragging about his damn farm already. I hate that guy. Perfect. Too bad you had no one to share it with.